So this right here is the first piece of the puzzle. These are 996 Porsche rear subframes. I'm not sure exactly what to call them because they are weird, but I guess they would kind of just be subframe. Basically, this is from a 99 to 2005 Porsche 911, so it's going to handle much better than even the somewhat fancy old 911 trailing arm setup that I have in here right now. So that's the first thing. So we're going to be able to get rid of that bar that's going across right there. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that whole bar right there, and then we're also going to be cutting a lot more, doing a lot more tube work. Going to be redoing a lot of this up here. I don't know how much, but we're going to be redoing a lot of it because we are going all-wheel drive. After seeing Rob Dom's car, Ken Block's new 911, and Cam's 8.6, all three of those kind of inspired me to kind of just go crazy with this car because I feel like this car deserves crazy. So that's what I'm doing. Plan is LS3 turbo to a turbo PDK, which is a dual clutch transmission, all-wheel drive, 996 rear suspension because that's what I found, 997 front suspension and front differential because that's what I found. The PDK I have already ordered is out of a 997, which is the 06 to something generation Porsche. LS, I haven't ordered that yet, or the adapter kit. There's a company that makes a tuner, like a GCU it's called, gearbox control unit. So that's gonna be controlling the DCT transmission. I think it's gonna be a pretty sick build, so let's get this thing torn down first. So I pushed the car over to the lift and got the rest of the rear end torn down, got the motor and all that stuff out. The subframe broke because it was only tacked together, but that's not my problem. That's somebody else's problem. Oh, another thing I want to point out that's really cool is as I'm tearing this thing down, I'm like remembering all the little things I did to this car, and it's really cool. I see a lot of work that I could have done better, and there's a lot of work that, you know, I still think is pretty cool, and a lot of cool parts that I put on here that I'm not gonna be able to use, like my super long lug nuts, or lug bolt, lug studs. The titanium lug nuts, hopefully I'll be able to use. I'm gonna be able to use these brake calipers, but not the adapters. All that's gonna be gone. All this is gonna be gone, including my two-piece rotors, which I really like. So I'm gonna have to get some new two-piece rotors for the new front end setup. Probably for the new rear end, because might as well, right? But yeah, car is almost apart. I don't know where we're going from here, but we're going. Well, here's the finished product. Got all the front suspension dropped out, which is all my fancy, I don't remember, it's from RSR, I forget what they call it. Got my factory steering rack dropped out, which I don't think I'll be using, but I'm not going to sell that one yet, just in case I need that. We're going to be cutting down the whole center to fit the drive shaft, of course. We're going to be cutting out this whole, I think this is called the torsion bar tube. From the factory, it's where the torsion bars went in, and then I already notched it here for the super engine, and I put these rear camber somethings, rear camber boxes is what they're called. Yep, put those in, all that's going to come out. A lot of hard work that kind of went to waste, but not really. I've been learning and been getting better, and everything I've done here is going to just kind of, it's played a part in me gaining experience and stuff. So it didn't go to total waste. A lot of cutting, a lot of tubing. We're gonna do some mock-up and then see how that goes. And here we are with the 996 suspension held up under there with a jack. I do have it probably a little bit far out, but I'm not totally sure. It'll kind of depend on where the front suspension's gonna put the wheels, because the front suspension can't really be narrowed. This I can kind of mount wherever I want, but I don't want the rear to be too narrow for the front and the car would drive all funny. But in here, it looks pretty good. And then we'll basically just do some simple tube mounts for that, and then figure out how to integrate the engine and transmission mounts and all that stuff into the same setup, and that'll basically just give us a nice solid rear frame section, and I think it'll be pretty sick, honestly. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We are going to be getting back to making more videos more consistently, like I was saying at the beginning, so stay with me. Let's get this going, and I'm excited for the new turn on this project. I hope you guys are excited as I am, because it's going to be sick, and I'm tired right now.